So I feel like I'll be doing a disservice to the organization to not keep up with current events. We say all the time that we have to make sure that we're staying up to date with current events because these are real issues that are affecting our youth and also affecting adults as well, right? So right now, Nolan Wells is all over the internet. He's uh, on every social media platform. Everybody's talking about it, and I would be crazy not to talk about it and join in the conversation and also help our kids to understand the conversation and what's going on. So before I get into it, before I say anything, I would like to know from the kids, what do you guys know about Nolan Wells? Do you know anything about Nolan Wells? If so, I would love to hear what you want to share. No one knows?
I saw on I saw that he went missing the weekend of July 4th with when he was with friends, and then he died. Well, his body was found.
Yeah, yeah. So Nolan Wells is an 18-year-old promising athlete who went out on a boating trip on the 4th of July to what they call Hone Island. He just went out there to have a good time with his friends, but he never returned home, never returned home. So the guys he went out on a boat with, they don't look like him. They're Caucasians. When they got back home, began to delete their social media, and they pretty much went silent on why they didn't come back home with Nolan. Right. So there's a lot of unknown right now. Whole lot of unknown. Nobody knows anything right now because everybody went silent. Okay. And this is what I want to share with the kids on the call, the adults, you guys know this, but I want to share this with the kids on the call because this is something that I heard coming up a lot. And I'm sure the adults on the call has heard a lot as well. And this is something that is very, very important. If you go somewhere with your friends, y'all leave together. You don't go somewhere with your friends and then all of a sudden y'all part ways and they go left and you go right. The goal is for y'all to protect one another. When you go out with your friends, you come back with your friends. What I'm sharing with you is that your friends should not leave you anywhere. You know, they should make every effort to make sure that you come back home with them. So let me give an example. Let's say me, Hunter, Cameron, and Avery, we go somewhere. Let's say we go to Hone Island. Okay, we all on the boat. We go to Hone Island. We go to have a good time. And me, Cameron, and Avery say, man, we ready to go. We all agree that we ready to go. We better not leave that boat. We better not leave that island without Hunter. Okay. So somebody, whether Avery or Cameron or myself, need to say, well, hold on, wait a minute. Where's Hunter? And neither one of us should agree and say, oh man, I don't know where he's at. Let's just drive off. Let's go back. Go back to the mainland. No, we need to find Hunter. I know he should be here with us, but he's not here with us. But man, let's go find out where he is. Well, that didn't happen in the Nolan Wells case. So there's a lot of unknown. Uh, we don't know if it's foul play. I suspect it's foul play. I'm gonna be honest. I suspect it's foul play, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because secrecy is suspicious to me. Because if he was truly my friend, I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. So I'm not deleting my social media because I'm connecting with other people. Man, did you see him? I mean, this is when I last saw him. Did you know? Did you hear of anybody else that saw him? I'm communicating all over the place. But that's not what's going on in the Nolan Wells case. Everything is quiet right now. Everything is a secret right now. And it happened in Mississippi. And Mississippi has a of racism. History of racism. So the family or nobody else who look like us feels like they can find justice in Mississippi. So right now there's a independent autopsy that's being done in DC, from what I understand. The family has retained Ben Crump as their attorney to help them navigate through this process. And that's where we are. Okay. So you guys don't know Nolan Wells. That's a little bit of information on Nolan Wells. I want you guys to follow that story. I want y'all to follow that story. I want y'all to follow it from where it is now to the end to see how that case goes. I tell you, my eyes gonna be glued on that case. I want to see what happens with that case. I want to see what eventually comes out with those boys. I want to see what comes out with the family. I want to hear it all. So I'm gonna be paying attention to that case. I want you kids to pay attention to that as well.